What do you believe is the number one ranking factor, Nicholas?
Me. Joking.
Brain size?
Yeah, right. Smooth brain.
Motion of the gravy maker?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, you know, as much as I want to say backlinks, I'm gonna go with foundation of on-page foundation. If you've built a good foundation, then everything else is gonna resonate well. And if you don't, then there's a chance that nothing you do is really going to help you. So, number one ranking factor, fundamentals. I recently put up a post about that.
That's what I'm pulling up right
Okay, I
now.
figured.
There we go.
Which is an agency owner was curious about getting us to produce backlinks for an asset they had, a client's asset. In auditing, we go over everything that they think they've done and then what's actually been done. They've completely ignored fundamental SEO, so the website's got all sorts of
No
issues.
keyword research, no real content plan or strategy, no on-page SEO done for any kind of keyword research. That wasn't done. No new content in the past 6 months. They were just doing tons of actually pretty good backlinks.
Yeah, the backlinks vendor was good, and they were worried, initially, could it be my backlinks? Well, no.
So yeah, we normally would say backlinks are the strongest ranking factor, but that takes into account that you're not like absolutely just not doing all the other stuff.
Right, you need the fundamentals set up properly if you're going to move things forward. Like, the analogy Chris gave me, which I used here, was the equivalent of pumping jet fuel into a plane with no wings.
Yeah, so it's got all the gas it needs, right? But it doesn't have the wings to fly. So
Yeah, and if you
you're
see,
just
this thing in Ahrefs got up to 6 traffic a month, and that's literally with $10,000 being spent in backlinks over the course of about 6 months.
which is
Um,
not a good return on
that's
investment.
Yeah, atrocious return on investment.
Right? So, if they had just done the bare minimum of keyword research, of some kind of content strategy, of the bare minimum of on-page SEO, title tags, H1s, meta descriptions. You don't have to get fancy with this stuff. If they had done the bare minimum,
Yeah, because we've worked on
the,
some
the plane
sites.
the plane would be flying.
Yeah, because we've worked on some sites that are like, oh my God, this is so bad, but it's got enough to get it going. This right here is in its own bracket of pretty messed up. I myself had never seen anything quite like this. Now, mind you, if this agency owner takes the time to develop the foundation of this asset, then they're going to have a really good backlink profile to
Yeah,
start off
It's
on.
I mean, if they,
Yeah,
they haven't followed, did not follow our advice so far, but if they chose to follow our advice, which was
they probably
do
don't
some
have to
keyword
spend money on
research and do the
backlinks.
on page, like they have a small site, they could literally fix it in a day
It's
or
it's
two.
like 30 pages.
And if they were to fix it in a day or two of time, uh, they would be looking at a much different traffic and keywords graph on Ahrefs. So I would still say, as far as back to the question goes, what's the number one ranking factor? Um, I feel like I would still say backlinks. I know it's not a popular answer. I feel like there's other like hot answers in SEO right now, specifically stuff like search intent or like keyword clusters, right? Um, and like the example we just showed you, if you're not, if you're not doing these things, of course, this guy is not doing, looking for search intent or keyword clusters because he's not doing keyword research at all. Um, those would be included into keyword research. Those are like, subtopics of keyword research basically that are getting more important. But I still feel like backlinks are king.
I would say backlinks are the number one uh, like manipulation factor in the SERPs, but if you don't have a website, you can't use no backlinks on it. So number
Yeah.
one factor
You know,
would still be a good
Your car
good
still
base.
needs wheels. Your
Yeah.
plane still needs wings. You can't just put a huge engine and pump gas into it.
Yeah.
It still needs the basics, right?
Backlinks are the gas. When I was explaining like what we do to my father a while back, since he's an oil man, I figured, okay, we'll use a gas analogy, gas and car. So, yeah, what I sell, what I supply is the gas it takes for a website to get ranked up in the search. Hey, what the hell do you need that for? It's free. Whatever.
So yeah, I think we still would agree backlinks are number one, but you absolutely cannot skip the other stuff. It doesn't mean because backlinks are number one, you can skip the other stuff. You have to at least meet the bare minimum of the other stuff. And then it's going to become, and then you're going to get to a point where if you're just doing the bare minimum, that your ROI is going to be much better spent on maybe, doing your content strategy, your search intent, your keyword clusters better than continuing to pump and pump and pump backlinks, right? But I mean, you probably could still overcome it if you did the basics. I feel like if you have the basics, you could pretty much overcome anything with backlinks.
Right, if you have the basics. But so that's what I'm saying.
So
Like
I'll
the
go back.
basics
I'll go
is
back on my answer. Backlinks are king. Just you can't skip the basics.
so the basics on whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Who gives a shit?
Okay, we got
do
enough.
good foundational stuff.
All right, let's do one more. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.